Hey guys, injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here. In today's topic, I'm going to answer a question that a client I recently spoke with asked me on the assumption that other people have the same question. How much money will I get from my workers' comp case, right? So I actually talked to two guys, and one guy had sort of a smaller injury. Another guy had quite a big injury. They both had the question like, what are we looking at? Is it enough money for it even to be worthwhile, right? So the general rule is, and you already know this, if it's a small injury, a temporary injury, it's going to be on the smaller end. If it is a big major injury, it's going to be a bigger case, right? But here's the thing. If you have a lawyer who works on a contingency fee, which injury and workers' comp lawyers do, contingency fee means we only get paid if we win. If you have a lawyer who's willing to work on the case for you, that means, at least in Illinois, for workers' comp, 20% of whatever they win for you is enough for them to make the effort to do it. Or in a car crash or fall down or other kind of injury case, the fee is a third or 40%, depending on whether a lawsuit's filed. Even if it's a small case, if a lawyer agrees to take it, it means he or she thinks the case has merit, can be won, and it's worth it for them taking a little percentage of the case. So the other thing is the lawyer does all the work. So, you have the most frustrating job of waiting, but the lawyer's the one who is supposed to do all the legwork. So whether you have a big case or a small case, it's probably worthwhile to talk to a lawyer. And if they take your case, it means that at some point you're going to be in the money. So in a workers' comp case, the value of your case is largely determined on how big the injury is and how permanent it is and how much you make per week. So it's literally true that if two guys break their leg, same injury, same outcome, the guy who makes $20 an hour is going to get double for his injury case, or in that neighborhood, as the guy who makes $10 an hour. That's just the way comp is set up. Now in other kinds of injury cases like car crash, stuff like that, it's completely dependent on how serious the injury is, how much time you had off from work, what are your medical bills, how serious are your permanent injuries. And it's going to depend on lots of things like that. It's also going to depend on whether anyone can credibly argue that the injury is partially your fault, right? So if you got rear-ended and there's 10 witnesses that say you got rear-ended and you were doing everything right, that's a very strong case. You're going to end up with more money. Or if you have a case where you say you had the green light and the other guy says he had the green light, it's going to be maybe a 50-50 case. Your damages, whatever they are, could get reduced by 50%, or you could go to trial and lose, which is why the settlement value of a case like that goes way down, even if your injuries are really big. But I have a way for you to get a pretty good idea of what your case value might be without ever talking to a lawyer, okay? Now, the best way to do it is talk to a lawyer, okay? But if you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, I have a tool on my website called the Case Cash Calculator. It literally takes 15 seconds or less to complete. It's like 5 or 6 real quick multiple choice questions. You answer the questions, and then you get some idea of what your case might be worth, like right there. No waiting, no obligation. Of course, the gold standard is talking to an attorney to figure out what your case might be worth, and I'm available for that. But, other lawyers are too. If you don't like me or you don't want to call me, call your lawyer of choice. You can reach me at 312-500-4500, 500-4500. I will leave a link in the description below to my Case Cash Calculator, so you can go there and check it out. So, that is that, folks. So check out the Case Cash Calculator or give me a call if you have questions. I hope the information in this video helped you, and have a great day.